Hello everybody, thank you for joining me. 2 years ago today, Jonathan Sacks died, former chief rabbi, but also well known as a contributor to Radio 4's Today programme, Thought for the Day. And John Humphreys, also of the Today programme, once went to interview Jonathan Sacks. And in the course of the conversation before the interview started, John Humphreys jokingly said to Jonathan Sacks, "Well, you'd better try and convert me then, make me a religious Jew." To which Jonathan Sacks replied, "John, I wouldn't dream of doing that. You have enough problems already." And it led me to think about what are the problems that people of faith have. And as I speak now as a Christian, I think one of them is that often Christians think that we are expected to believe certain things, far more things than actually we do need to believe in order to be thoroughgoing Christians. A lot of the things that are part of Christian doctrine are, I think, optional. One of them, at least, isn't, and I'll come to that in a moment. Another problem is that people think that we should be better people because we're people of faith. To which we know the answer is, well, I know I'm not, but at least I'm a better person than I would be if I didn't have faith. But the main problem that I think faces religious people at the moment, or at any time probably, it comes from another thing Jonathan Sacks said. He was comparing religion and science, and he said that science takes things apart and looks at them. Religion puts things together and tries to work out what they mean. And I think finding meaning in the world around us at the moment, with so much violence, so much pain, so little evidence of God moving things forward in the direction of justice and peace, that we struggle to find meaning, I think, as we look around us. And I think what people of faith have is hope, a hope that actually there is meaning, even though we can't see it. And for this, as Christians, we look back to the resurrection and say to ourselves, well, if God can overcome death by bringing Jesus to life again, then he can work the kind of transformation in the world that we want to see. And so I think that is a fundamental belief for Christians, and I think it is a belief which, if you examine the evidence, is perfectly logical, and I'll defend that against all comers. But of course it requires more than just intellectual assent. It requires the giving of ourselves to that hope. And that, I think, is what people of faith, people who are Christians, do. They give themselves to the hope that God is, though we can't see it, in charge. And though to us sometimes that's a problem, and to people who look at us and wonder why we believe what we do, it's certainly a problem. But for those of us who have belief, it is truth and hope.